Hey guys, it's the Gelato Fiasco podcast, episode, I think it's 8.
I'm going with 7.
Okay.
We got a special guest today.
Yeah, we do.
What's his name?
Well, he's the Daddy D himself. He's the chef of your dirty donuts. It is Dominic Amico.
What's up, everyone? Happy to be here on the Gelato Fiasco. Been watching the show since I was like 7 years old.
You don't watch them, you listen.
Oh, I watch them.
He just stares at the clip art for the entire hour.
I've been watching them for like the past 10 years. I'm pretty pumped to be here. It's kind of been a dream of mine.
We've certainly been trying to get you on here.
Yeah, they've actually been trying to get me on for like a month or so now, and every time I've like kind of bailed like 15 minutes before. They've even given me like 2 days notice, and I've been fine the 47 hours before, and then on that 48th hour that I was just like, nope, can't do it. I got like some random something to do.
Okay.
I feel like to a certain degree you don't have control over what happens to you.
Correct. I think that is very much a truth.
So there's a potential that when you're seeing this, Dom Amico has been on his own cooking show.
This will probably get posted.
Not sure when the cooking show. I don't know if the editing of that has...
We did it a month ago. It's just our editor is really lazy.
But regardless, hashtag fuck Nate.
It's not. That wasn't the hashtag. You keep saying that. I'm trying to keep profanity off the show, Will. Well, at least I'm not going to be profane, but you two can be profane as you want.
I'm always profane in every episode.
You have been. You called something retarded in one episode.
I know, and then you said, you can't say that. And I said, I just did. That's literally a quote.
Well, we were actually going to get a different guest, Dom, because you were taking so long that we found a backup guest. His name is Adarsh Yaramreddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sophomore.
Okay.
Hurdler.
Okay.
Hurdle squad.
He's a cool guy. He's very funny.
He's Indian.
Yes. I don't know why that part was necessary.
It's important to know.
Okay. Well, anyway, I wanted to share my text exchange with him that I was having on the day of trying to get him on as a guest. This is, it reads as follows.
This is with the Darsh or me?
This is with Adarsh.
Okay.
I don't want to read the ones with you.
Yeah, that's boring.
That's true.
Okay. Adarsh, update me. Can I come pick you up? It's time to do the show. Oh, by the way, it's Noah. I don't know about today. My dad's taken me out to Buffalo Wild Wings for the past 5 days, and he really wants to go out again to eat. I don't know why.
Wait, so he's been going to Buffalo Wild Wings for 5 days?
Apparently, at the time, he had gone for like several days in a row.
That's like death to the stomach.
Why Buffalo Wild Wings?
So without even questioning that statement, I said, can you do it after, or like tell him homework is more important or something? Because we could help you with your homework, or you could tell your parents that either way.
Wink, wink.
And then he said, I tried, but he keeps insisting that we go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I even used the homework thing, and he still said no.
Buffalo Wild Wings is literally life.
Buffalo Wild Wings. You don't see too many
This show
Indian
is
people.
sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Now accepting Indian customers.
They weren't before?
No.
Well, I wrote, Adarsh, this is an odd problem for you to have. And he wrote, maybe another time. And I wrote, can you do tomorrow? He's like, sorry, going away for the weekend with my dad.
Sorry, going to Buffalo Wild Wings for the weekend.
Grand tour of every Buffalo Wild Wings location in the U.S.
All 27 of them?
Isn't it like a big chain now?
I don't know. Yeah, it's
we see commercials for it a lot.
Figure that out. We got the researcher on.
I want to say like they're like 500 in the U.S.
500 Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah, I want to say.
That's 10 per state.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot.
Because I don't think they were originally big here. But, like...
What, did they expand over here?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
What, from another country? Or?
No. As into New England. Like, they were already a thing in other regions, and now they've worked their way over. I thought it was new when it started.
I heard of them before when they added that one there, but I just didn't think it was that big to have 10 per state.
I could be totally wrong,
I think you are.
They're pretty... I know it's a pretty big chain.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get word on how big that chain... Oh, we got it.
1,238 Buffalo Wild Wings in the U.S.?
It's a lot of B-dubs.
Jesus Christ. Do the math. How many is that per state?
That
I don't feel like doing that in my head.
Like 2.
Well, no. It's a little bit more than 2. It's like 2 point something. But.
Yeah.
Will had something weird happen to him at a restaurant recently.
Yeah, so, we had the band concert. We have Bandorama, bands.
Bands.
All right, so that's 24.7 Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's 24.7.
24.8 Buffalo
How can you have 0.7 of a Buffalo Wild Wings?
Well, that's just statistically. It's not the actual.
I don't think that. I think it's realistic.
Okay.
I think it's that amount.
Well, anyway, back to the thing. So we had bands. I added the fourth bands because there's technically
There's four bands.
so
Yeah,
I
that
don't know why.
confused me too.
So, and I had to, dress in concert black, had my suit on and everything, fantastic, looking dapper. And I was driving my Ford Focus, which is my Ford Focus, but I call it the Ford Focus. And I was like, afterwards, I'm tired, I want to get a nice drink. And Noah Foley here introduced me to the butterscotch frappuccino.
Yes, I did.
I tried the Java chip frappuccino that Maggie told me to try,
Maggie.
and it was really good,
Maggie,
but it was so sweet. Margaret.
She wants to be a guest on this show.
Does she?
Margaret.
I'm not letting it happen. Not for a
I
while.
don't know. That could go really well or just really poorly.
I don't know. I had some people I had lined up that I wanted to come on first.
Yeah.
Like you being one of them, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be an eventual thing, but that's not happening anytime
She was salty. I'll give you that.
I think
she
she
say?
should be like.
She was like, "Why?"
Wait, did you tell her yesterday that I didn't want her on
She
yet?
was the one who told me, and I was like, no. So she asked me, like, sorry, I'm sidetracking from the story now.
Yeah,
but
it's fine.
She asked me, I said that I was gonna do a podcast, and she's like, oh, can I come on? And but without even mentioning you, I was like, I don't really know if it would work with you. And she's like, what? Like,
I think she should be a guest in my cooking show, and then we can just make really bad vegan food.
oh my god, that's a good idea.
Rachel Ray and Guy Fieri.
Yeah,
That's
honestly.
actually a
We
good idea.
we could put that in the works.
I mean, she has no idea how to make any vegan food.
Oh really?
She just like makes like.
We'll write that down. We might come back to
Neither
that.
do I, but I think it's a lot of like quinoa.
Just make like
whatever
I
the
think
make a
hell.
salad.
I think we
Yeah.
should personally. I think we should have you and Mike G cook something. I
And
feel
Mike-
like that'd be
I
the
feel like
perfect
Mike
storm.
G's
Make something with
a
the hot
secret-
sauce.
Yeah, Mike G and his family. Did you hear about that?
When I got this hot sauce shoved down my throat.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah, no,
brass.
I saw the live snapping of that.
Yeah, but so what happened was Mike G, we were at a brass Christmas party, and Mike
Sidetracking
G,
from the
We've
Starbucks.
completely left this. We'll come back to
Mike
this.
G
Sorry.
put some really hot, spicy hot sauce. It was like the 8th hottest pepper extract in like the world,
It
or
was
something
so
like that.
spicy.
It was brutal. But he put it in a spoon and then covered it with what was it?
It was whipped cream and sprinkles.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he's like, Will, eat this spoonful of whipped cream. And I said no like at least 10 times, but he kept bugging me, so I was like, fine, I'll take it. So I grab it from him and I start like slowly putting it in my mouth. All of a sudden, Mikey grabs my wrist and slams it through my throat. I'm literally choking on the spoon. That's how far I went down there. Originally I'm like, why do you do that? And then it hit me and I was like, oh no. Threw the spoon. I was like, get the hell out of the way! I was running around. I was like, it was literally, and it wasn't even too bad at the beginning. I was like, okay, it's just hot sauce, but it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So I run upstairs, go into his fridge, and take a gallon of milk out of his fridge and just start drinking out of the gallon.
Meanwhile, what were you doing?
I consented and tried my own
Yeah, he tried
spoonful
it.
of it.
So did Dermot.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
and-
you tried it willingly?
Yes, him and
Yes.
Dermot just
And
had
I
their
was-
own spoonful.
I was dying, but what happened was I also brought, because I'm a Crescent Ridge scooper hero, I
yeah.
brought a 3-gallon tub of
Ice cream.
which
helped
and it was
with the-
really soft for some reason, even though it was freezing outside. And
Well,
we
Crescent Ridge is always soft.
well, yeah, but like it was like goopy and like it
Yeah.
was So I was trying to eat that. Dermot was dying.
Dermot didn't have any assistance.
Dermot vomited first. Like I think what made me end up vomiting was that I drank so much milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to trigger vomiting, right? Like your body can't do it.
Yeah, it's just like so much milk. So I just felt like I was like I had to. So I just went to like their patio, stuck half my body outside, and just face planted into the snow with my mouth open, and I threw up in the snow.
I like how for us this is a normal conversation to be having.
Yeah, we have a lot of weird issues with food.
That's true.
Particularly
Yeah, and
me.
then it was not a good time. Also, I got hot sauce all over my Santa costume.
From what this looked like, from what I just saw on the Snapchat story that I think Colleen posted, it was it was basically you guys all having your trombone, brass, trumpet party, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Dermot playing video games. It's like you can see Dom and you
a lot of-
relaxing
a
on
lot
a
of ping
couch in the
pong.
background.
A lot
You're
of ping
dressed
pong.
as Santa for
I
some
was
reason.
Santa Claus for the event.
Yeah.
And then
stole that from Dom.
4 minutes later,
so
I
salty.
go back on, and now it's suddenly you, like crying your eyes out and drinking a gallon tub of milk. Oh, thank you. Ooh,
got-
we've been brought snacks.
We got popcorn instead. I had Daniel making
Wow.
some popcorn.
Oh, he was making that for us?
Yep.
What a sweet kid.
He's a good kid.
Too bad he's still locked in the closet.
Anyway.
Hey, Dan.
Oh no.
What's up?
He's supposed to be in the closet.
He got out.
Escaped.
Okay, yeah, anyway. So now suddenly it's like all that fun, suddenly it's cutting to you crying and drinking milk. Then it's you lying down, face down in the snow, and like visible throw up, like littering the snow around your head.
It wasn't even that much throw up.
It doesn't matter, it still was there. I didn't even realize Dom and Dermot tried it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we tried it. I didn't throw up. I don't
Dermot
usually
did.
throw up.
Dermot did it in the bathroom though.
Suffer another kind of torture.
I threw up for the first time in like a year the other day, cause like I felt sick when I went to track and I was running like for a while, and then like I'm gonna throw up. And I pulled the trigger and it went all over a trash can.
That was nice.
It's the first time I've done that in like more than a year. It felt weird.
I have not lost my stomach acid since that event. But regardless,
It's a weird way to phrase that. Yeah, Starbucks.
regardless, back to Starbucks, which does not make me throw up.
That was true. How did we get to throwing up from Starbucks?
We mentioned like Mike G, I think, or something like that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
And then somehow that story got brought up.
What I've learned through this show is no longer to question how conversation gets sidetracked,
That is
because like
true.
it makes it so much harder.
But so
Some really
after
good
the
popcorn.
concert, yeah, Dan made us some
Yeah,
popcorn.
it
I
was good.
mentioned. But after the concert, I went to Starbucks, had the butterscotch frappuccino, which is good. It's one of my favorites. And I pulled up to the drive-thru, and you know the guy is just I guess trying to be nice, start a conversation. She was like, "Oh, long day at work." And, you know, I was dressed in like a full suit and a tie and everything, so I guess appeared like I was coming from work or something. And instead of like being like, "Oh, I was actually just at a concert. I'm in high school," all that. I just went with him. I was like, "Oh yeah, it was a long day at work. You know, I was just coming for a quick drink after." And he was like, "Oh, where do you work?" And in my head, I'm like, "Great, I have to think of something." But then he goes, like a law firm or something. I'm like, well, "It's a good idea." So I just went with him. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I work at I'm internshipping." Is that it? Internshipping? Interning. I'm interning at a law firm in Boston, and I just live here in town. So on my way home, I just came here to Starbucks. And now in my mind, I'm like, okay, let's hope he doesn't ask me more questions about this because I'm not gonna know what to talk about. But he doesn't. He's like, okay, he takes my card or whatever. Then, before actually swiping my card, he immediately opens the window again. And he's like, "Are you single?" Now, this is the weirdest question. Like, I would never have expected.
I would have driven away.
Yeah, same.
I haven't gotten
Drove away.
my. He has my
Leave
debit
this
card.
up. He has your debit card.
Yes, he
I would have
still has my
still
debit
driven away. You can get a new debit card. You can't get your life back.
And this is like a male barista
Okay.
working at Starbucks asking me if I'm single.
The late night shift, like
Would that be a barista or is it still a barista?
I think it's just still a barista.
Okay.
But so I'm sitting there. I'm like, what? Why did you just ask me this? Now, I said I am single, but I'm not. And immediately after I said I was single, I was like, wait. So like on the story I posted on Snapchat, I mean on Instagram,
Yeah.
I never mentioned it, but I just instinctively like
Said yes?
Said yes.
You said you said yes just because you wanted to see where the conversation would go.
So how? Yeah, because
Was that a lie?
that wasn't it wasn't technically a lie because after I said yes, instead of correcting myself, I was like, I'll just see where this goes, you know.
Oh, that's gonna make a lot of noise in the mic. Whoops.
But so I say yes. Immediately after, I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I say that? But anyway, so he's like, oh my god, I got this super hot manager, and she's looking for a boyfriend right now. I'll go get her number. So I'm here, 17-year-old boy. The manager at Starbucks is probably at least 21.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm sitting there. The guy comes out, a different guy hands me my drink. So I'm sitting there like, should I just drive away now?
Yeah.
Because I could. I have my debit card, I have my drink.
What
but
reason?
I
You're holding
chose.
up the line too, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
If you stay.
It was pretty late. I mean, it was like almost closing. But so I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'll decide to stay. And I see another girl come out who I hadn't seen before, and it must have been the manager. He looks over at me. It's kind of like a confused face, whatever. And then the other guy comes out with like a super heavy face. And he's like, points up his finger. You can't see me. I'm like, He points up his finger. Like, 1 second, 1 second. Then he comes out, starts handing me a piece of paper with a phone number. I'm like, I'm gonna take the phone number, Reach out to take it, and all of a sudden this woman comes around, pushes him aside, grabs it out of his hand, and I'm like, okay. And then she's like, I'm so sorry about that. Don't listen to him.
was she hot?
She wasn't bad. She's not really my type, but
Okay.
I mean, I can see why he was saying that she was attractive. I mean, I don't know why she wouldn't want to give me her phone number. I'm interning at a law firm in a Ford Focus. Like, what else can you ask for? And I'm chilling. I'm like, yeah, that's no problem. And then, have a good night. And I winked. You ever drop the wink on her and drive away?
It's weird because like that Starbucks, I feel bad whenever I go to that Starbucks. So like half the time, if I go, I'll order the butterscotch frappuccino, which is a main menu item. I think it's like a seasonal special they're having, right? So I'll get that. The other half of the time, I get what is by far my favorite menu item from that Starbucks. It's the lemon bar cream frappuccino. It's like one of those secret menu items, but it is the most amazing thing I have ever drank. Oh my god,
what is it called?
It's so good. You have to try it.
What is it?
Called the lemon bar cream frappuccino.
Sounds like it could go either way.
Oh
Is
my
there
god,
coffee in
no,
it?
it's great. No, there's no coffee in it.
I don't know.
But it's still so good. You just have to try it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so every time I ask them to make it, one of two things happens. Because they never know how to make it, because they don't need to know how to make it, because it's not the main menu item, right?
Right.
So either they have to look up how to make it, and I hold up the line while they're trying to figure out how to make it, and then subsequently make it. Or I get the same guy every time, who now, like, every time it's a different person.
Yeah.
Unless it's this one guy who I am inconvenienced 4 to 5 times because he can't remember how to make it, and he has to try to figure out how to make it again every time. And like half the time I'll be like, I've only gotten this thing like 4 or 5 times. But anyway, like there's three of those times it's been this guy. And I'm like, can I have the lemon bar cream frappuccino? He's like, yeah, grande size. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I know who you are. Come on around.
Come around. Like.
I'm the only person who orders this drink, apparently. But it is so good. I do not know why it's not a main menu item. It is amazing.
I don't know why they have those secret items anyway. If they don't
Every
know how to make
restaurant
them.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much every restaurant has like a secret menu of items that the people should know how to make, but
they
it
don't.
aren't common enough for them to put on their main menus.
But they're always so good. Like they should
Yeah,
just,
they are good.
I guess that's why it's like secret. Only the cool,
Yeah, but
only
Starbucks
the cool
is like
things.
super known for that. But it's weird you talk about lying and then continuing a lie. Because I was with you the other day at Target, and I did the exact same thing. But you were waiting in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
It's not as exciting as your story, but basically, I go into Will and I are going to work on some physics homework later that day, but I wanted to stop at Target first to get some popcorn, because have you ever had the popcorn at the Target?
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's so
yeah,
good.
exactly. Better than movie popcorn sometimes.
Yeah.
Would have been better than
100%.
dance popcorn?
Way better than Dan's popcorn. Dan, you didn't put any salt on this.
Would you rather?
It's gone now, Dan. You missed your chance.
Well, no, I'm
Can you
saying.
put salt in my bag?
I mean, the stuff that's on it that makes it taste good is practically salt.
Okay, we'll go over this later.
Oh
But so what I didn't realize was that like that subsection that sells the popcorn, that's closed for the day because that's like its own thing. Like there's a Starbucks in there too that's not necessarily open whenever the Target's open.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll go get something else. So I go over and I buy like a bag of puffed Cheetos, and then I'm walking through the line to check out, and I see like one of those Cadbury cream eggs. You know what I'm talking? Those are good, right?
I don't like those.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get a
Really?
single Cadbury cream egg and a bag of Cheetos. Now I walk over and I like jokingly make a joke at the checkout lady. I'm like, classic college dinner, right? And then she's like, oh, where do you go? Now I should have said, oh, I was just making a joke. I don't go to college.
When you first told me, I thought you were saying that the person like the cashier said made the joke to you.
No, I made the joke.
Oh, okay.
Which was the
mistake.
grand flaw here.
Yeah.
And instead of saying that, I go, because I had a Stonehill pen in my pocket that I gotten from a Stonehill rep earlier that day. I say Stonehill, and then in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, I really don't believe in myself if that's where I'm going to college. But anyway, she's like, oh, that's great. What do you major in? And I'm like, this is the time to stop the lie. I keep going. Like at this point, the hole's getting dug. So I said, engineering. And she's like, oh, my son's friend goes there for engineering. Maybe you know him. And I'm like, probably not. And then she's like, okay, well, here's his name. If you ever see him, tell him I said hi. And I'm like, oh, I will.
How are you supposed one? Okay, if she just gives you a name, how are you gonna know what he looks like to be able to say?
Well, I mean,
hi?
if I ever stumble upon him and learn his name.
Was she old?
Yeah, she was
Because
older.
old people are like under the impression that like you'll know anyone. You'll know their grandchild.
Yeah, that's a
'Cause
good point.
They think
They
like
live like through grandma goggles.
yeah, they'll be like, oh, my grandson, he's just brilliant. He's top of his class. When
He's
he could
number
be,
40 in his class. That's like the top half.
yeah. He's 207 out of 250. He's really going places.
Better than me. I was 208.
But back in my day, with those bad grades, I got into Harvard.
Honestly.
That's true. Oh my god, it's so impossible to get into college now.
Affirmative action.
Yeah.
If I
He's a
had
beast.
applied to college as I am 40 years ago, I could have gotten in anywhere I want. But then again, so many people could have. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised you didn't get into any of the Ivies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
well, it's
surprised
okay.
still.
I got a full ride to NYU. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like one of the most expensive
Do you
universities
plan? Do you
in the
know what
country
you're
and
gonna do, like
tight-fisted.
with your choices?
I still haven't decided yet because I still have those options I was telling you
Well,
about. That I
lay
haven't
them
gone
on us. Let the
over.
audience.
Is
know.
this the
Yeah.
place for that?
I think it is.
Might as well. I mean, it's up to you. Up to you.
Okay. Well, problem is, like, I'm most interested in Northeastern because they have a professor there who is like a super expert in both like marine science, marine biology, and environmental engineering, which are the two fields I'd like to find a way to combine. And I've even been in contact with like one of their honors students there who has told me a lot of the stuff he's done. Like he's gone in a submarine off the coast of Panama for like a month. He's like applying to work with a professor in Antarctica studying ice fish right now. I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. But both NYU and but the problem is Northeastern offered me so little money. But like
Which I'm
both
surprised about.
both colleges
Same.
are good at both colleges are great at what's it called networking.
Mm-hmm.
And of course Northeastern has the co-op, but that's not like the main thing for me. But the thing that I'm worried about is that I have a few options here. I can either go to NYU, which doesn't have marine biology at all, being in like New York, and it only has environmental engineering as a minor. I can go there, possibly go through all 4 years for complete free education, but do something I don't like as much. Plan 2, I can go there for 1 year, and then transfer to some place that has a more reputable science and engineering program. Plan 3, NYU has another campus that specializes in marine biology and engineering. Guess where it is?
Can I say?
Yeah, you already know,
Yeah,
so just
can
say
I
it.
say? Abu Dhabi.
United Arab Emirates.
Boom, boom.
It's actually really safe there, from what I've heard.
Oh yeah, it's very wealthy.
Was it? Is
they're
Yeah,
in
yeah, because they're
Dubai,
right next to
very-
Dubai. Yeah, exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are my. Or I can go to Northeastern, pay a ton more money, but be doing what I like, get networked into my field really well, blah blah blah, and hopefully come out with a job out of that. But the problem is I'd have a ton of debt.
Yeah.
So I've got issues right now.
You could also go to NYU for 4 years and basically pay nothing, get a good degree, maybe a little more of a general degree, but then really specialize.
As a master's,
yeah.
yeah, that's an option. But I feel like I'd be behind if I did that. You know what I mean? Like I feel
Yeah.
like I would have to a degree fallen behind already. You know what's funny is I've been offered a job I might have been offered a job at the Boston Aquarium, so that might be good.
Oh wow.
Which is weird because the guy who might have offered me the job almost got told a really horrible story of stupid stuff that I do when I go to the Boston Aquarium because I just goof around when I go there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
But-
like making fun of the fish to make myself feel better.
Yeah. Speaking of Boston, though, I had something weird happen to me the other day. You want to hear about that? Because you
No.
haven't heard this before.
I don't want to hear about
You
it.
don't want to hear about it?
I would love
okay,
to.
then I'll stop.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I got an email the other day asking. I got the email from Gabby, who got it from a contact that she has at the Foxborough. Oh shoot, at the local reporter. That's not good.
Who cares?
Okay, fine. At the Foxborough, Massachusetts reporter,
Can you give the zip code?
the 02035.
What's your social security?
What's my social security? 1234. Those are the last 4 digits.
Right now we're all gonna die.
I hope the mic caught that.
Definitely did.
Okay, anyway. So, that email is like, okay, we have a job for you. We need people who speak French to come to this gas station near Boston. And we're going to put you in a car, and then we're going to show you French words on a computer screen, and we want you to say them to the car. Because I think they're doing data collection for, like, voice like, recognition in cars.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's what it was. But here's the issue I have. I was supposed to go with Lily Bain and Gabby. We were supposed to go, the 3 of us. Lily's mom said no because this sounds weird. Because the
Sounds
weird
very
part
weird.
about it is that the car drives you around Boston. I don't know why it can't just stay in the gas station. And like they
Right.
advertise to you that it's going to be moving around, which is weird to me because that's really kidnappy.
Yeah.
And why would they even tell you that they're going to be leaving the gas station if
Yeah.
that was their plan? But
It's
anyway, there's like
super sus.
weird stuff that's going on. So I decide I'm going to look up this project, and it's called the Boston Collection because the email that sent us the stuff is bostoncollection@gmail.com, right?
Boston Collection, like collecting
Data or people.
Collecting people.
Yeah, collecting children. Okay. So I look
type of
up the
collection.
woman, and she has a LinkedIn account where she talks about data collection, but there is no trace of this organization anywhere online that I could find. If it's actually called Boston Collection, I could not find it.
Interesting.
It doesn't exist, to my knowledge.
So that's like really creepy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless Boston Collection, the email address has to do with she is a Bostonian doing data collection. She just called her email that, but I assumed it was the name of an organization of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes if it's like the name of an organization, like that'll be at the end of the email. Like it'll be like their
Oh, yeah,
name.
the
Yeah, no,
at
it was
Boston
not
Collection.
there. Yeah, it was not there.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird.
It was just a
so I
random
sent her an email because like then Gabby dropped out because our guidance counselor told her not to do it because it sounds like a rape van situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm the only one left doing it. I'm seriously considering doing it just because I think.
you asked me, you're like, yeah, you want to come with me?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
sounds
that's right.
sus, and if we both get kidnapped, we can definitely fight out.
Yeah,
Fight
well,
our
I
way
said we
out.
can fight our way out if both of us get taken.
I'm like, what?
Do you think we couldn't?
Yes.
Yes.
You think we couldn't?
We're in a car.
Exactly.
That's
We don't know
driving
what
itself.
we don't know what they're gonna have.
They could have guns. So you can.
They could have guns. I feel like we could fight our way out.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it would make for a great story.
You broke into my house the other day.
I did not break in your house. Your mom let me in.
Then you proceeded to break and enter.
No, I just pushed you.
He forced his way into my room. I was literally throwing him around trying to get him to stop moving, and he was coming at me like a train. He almost knocked over one of my grandmother's vases because he's literally, we're fighting each other trying to get it, because he's trying to force his way into my house.
I was already in your house.
Further into my house.
Yes, there you go.
It was the weird.
That's because I've never been down there.
So I email this lady. I'm like, I have my hesitancies. I'm still kind of willing to come in because I think this is an interesting thing to do. Now, to her, it comes across like I'm interested in her project and the $60 they were offering me. To me, it's because this could be a really funny story if I survive. But I said, I don't want to do it unless you can tell me more information about what your group does. And if you can tell me so before 11 tomorrow morning, which was a few hours ago, then I can do it. Never got a response.
Yeah, that's...
So she was like, damn, we're gonna have to find more people who think they can speak French.
More naive people to take.
Yep.
Human trafficking.
That whole thing makes me very uncomfortable.
Just hearing about it.
I thought it was kind of weird.
First of all, why would they meet you at a gas station?
Exactly.
That's what
I
I'm
thought I
saying.
could go to like
Second
an
of all,
office building.
But if they're
Right.
an organization, they should have a place that's like...
And like
Exactly.
I said about the email, like that's like me just emailing somebody and being like, "Hey, I hear you speak French. Can you speak into my car?"
It's like
Dominic Amico at something dot something.
It's like Matt Kerrigan emailing you and asking you if you want to be a knife salesman.
Yes, several times.
He did?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
part of a pyramid scheme.
Oh,
Like it's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, I know what they are.
It
Yeah.
is, right? If you think about it, because his job is to get as many other people involved as he can.
Yes.
Right.
That's a pyramid
Yeah,
scheme.
it
He
is.
goes to other people's house, or the company sends like reps to other people's houses
To try to get them involved.
Yeah,
And then so on and so on.
And then
you
they
buy
do it.
knives from the company, and then your job is to... That's literally a pyramid scheme. Your job is to then sell those knives or get other people to sell those knives. That's a pyramid scheme.
I know, and they're
That's
literally,
really-
they never work for like the... Like you just screw
Of course
yourself-
they never work. That's why it's a scheme.
They screw yourself... You screw yourself over if you sign up for one of those.
Oh my god. Okay, Dom, we haven't talked much about you
Yeah, I was
today.
gonna
Tell
ask-
tell
I was
us
gonna
some
say,
stuff
like-
that you've done recently.
Like you...
what I've done recently.
Well, I was
I don't
gonna
know,
say, like,
anything
you just submitted your deposit.
Yes.
Amherst.
Oh, yeah,
Yes. I'm excited about it. It's been a rough few months with the whole audition stuff, but I got rejected from some schools even because they just didn't want to work with me because I had a busted up lip
What's wrong with your lip?
when I got my wisdom teeth out. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
bit
yeah, you
into
were
it. It was
swollen.
just like. Yeah, and I ripped open the inside of my lip. I had to basically like start from scratch, and auditions started 2 weeks after I started playing again.
Why did you get your wisdom teeth out then?
Because like it was only supposed to be a week recovery, and
I would have just played it safe anyway. Like
yeah.
the reason I haven't gotten my wisdom teeth out is because I need to be able to play. So
Right.
I've been postponing because I don't know when is a good time. to
Does
do.
everyone have to get their wisdom teeth out?
No.
Or is it just like dependent on the person?
If you're like uncomfortable by it, you can. It's technically
Yeah.
not necessary.
Okay.
Some people don't even have them. I only have 3 wisdom teeth.
Yeah, some people aren't born with them, right?
Yeah. Well, they grow in eventually, but like,
Yeah.
they grow in, but like only 3 of mine have grown in. Like I don't have a 4th.
And some people just naturally have the space in their mouth. Like I had to get mine removed because they were creating a ton of pressure, which is
Okay.
also screwing up my
Yeah,
playing.
which causes the pain and all of that.
Right. So, you know, yeah, but for those of you who don't know, when I was all numb and looped up on all that good stuff, I bit through my lip really badly. So I took a 1-week recovery and turned it into like a 4 or 5-week recovery. And kind of just had to relearn how to play my instrument because, you know.
And you're being really humble, but you are one of, by far, the best trumpet players in the country.
I'm okay. I get by.
I think a lot of people would disagree. I think you are exceptional.
This also prevented you from doing that. The what was it? The Grammys.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
were invited to play at the Grammys.
Yeah, I was a finalist for the Grammy Band, which is like a 5-piece group of musicians who can, you know, they go play at the Grammys, they play at gigs all week, and they go and record at some fancy recording studio. But I couldn't make my tape because of my wisdom teeth.
Yeah, so if you
Insane.
need a trumpeter for a gig you're doing, and you want one of the best people in this nation his age,
Email
contact
at,
Dominic Amico.
Email us at thebostoncollection@gmail.com.
I'm hoping it is gmail.com because I want that to be correct if they just get a flood of emails.
They probably
Yeah.
won't.
You can report that to the Better Business Bureau, right, if you're suspicious of it?
Really?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
It's did you know My Pillow? They failed. They got an F on the Better Business Bureau.
They did?
They got
Why?
an F
I almost
for
bought
like
a My
false advertising or something like that.
Mm.
I forget what it was exactly, but
My Pillow.
yeah, they're getting screwed. I have 2 My Pillow boxes in my car
I almost
right
bought
now,
a My Pillow.
but I don't have a My Pillow. But I have 2 boxes.
Where are the My Pillows?
At my grandmother's house. She was like, "Oh, Dom, can you throw these away from me?" And I'm like, "Sure, Nanny." I go outside to a dumpster, and it was just chock full of shit. And I was like,
Just
I
other
keep-
My Pillow boxes.
Yeah, it's the My Pillow factory. She secretly lives in the My Pillow
Does
factory.
it have that guy on the box?
Yeah, with the mustache.
With the mustache.
The guy's that's like, "I've dedicated my whole life to making pillows. These are the best pillows."
I've come up with the best pillows in the world. He calls him My Pillow. I'm pretty sure because I don't even know. Why does he call him My Pillow?
Because it's his pillow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's really weird though.
He makes
'cause-
copies of the pillow he sleeps on.
yeah,
And then that's
with
My
his
Pillow.
head print.
With his head imprint in the back of it. Like, there's
And
a mustache for when you're lying on the front. There's like a little mustache slot.
And if you're lucky enough and rich enough, you can get the special edition My Pillow, which shows it's in the shape of the pillow that he suffocated his wife with in the middle of her sleep. So,
Signed by
yeah.
his wife.
Yeah,
Like her cry for help and blood is like tainting the top upper left corner.
The makeup from her tears are just stained.
yeah.
Oh,
No, but it's a really weird pillow because like you touch it, and it's almost, I don't want to say it's like beaded, but have you ever like seen the styrofoam that has like the divots?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
It's almost not even like styrofoam. It's like insulation almost.
Are they comfortable? Have you tried it?
Is it like a neck pillow? You know what I'm talking
No,
about? Like that.
It's supposed to be for support. Like that's
Yeah,
what-
I don't mean like a neck, like the shape of a neck pillow, but like the feel.
Yeah, it's supposed to like support you and stuff, but
Like mold to your head.
apparently, after using them for a little while, some people have additional discomfort, like my grandmother.
Oh wow.
So she was like obsessing over these pillows for like 6 weeks.
And
Which
then
is
just,
like, actually no, it was longer than 6 weeks because we bought the pillows in
my
like
God.
September, and it was
Just
for
like
her Christmas
she just
present.
calls you randomly. Hi, Grandma. These pillows.
Yeah.
Is your grandmother like one of those QVC old people who
Yes!
my grandmother was too. Oh my god, they're constantly on QVC. They're buying stuff they know they don't need, but they just think it's cool. Like my grandmother got an apple peeler, like an automatic apple peeler. Like you throw the apple and it comes
Yeah.
out peeled. It's so dumb.
Well, does it work?
She doesn't eat apples.
But does it work?
Yes, it does. But why would one need that if
Well,
you
now
don't
you
eat
have
apples?
now you have an apple peeler. I think
She
that's
was
fantastic.
actually on
That's my
QVC
point, though.
once. She was like one of those test ladies for something.
She was on QVC.
Yeah, she was on QVC like
Your grandmother was?
yeah, like 10 years back.
That was a perfect interview question that I just asked.
Like legit, it was one of the greatest moments of her life. We never watched the episode.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You can look it up. Find it on the YouTubes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Whatever the kids call it.
QVC.org.
What's like
Is it .org or .com? I feel like it's a .com, but I
don't
feel
know.
like they're shifty enough to call it a .org.
I feel like it'd be to tell the truth, I feel like it'd be a .org.
Yeah.
What, QVC?
QVC.
Or maybe it's a .net.
I don't think it's either. I don't think it's any of those.
Researcher, thank you. Okay, so I remember Airborne got in trouble for like kind of a similar fraud thing, like where they were saying I think they had like a different amount of vitamin C in it than they actually did. Because did you notice like you stopped seeing Airborne for a while?
It's .com.
Okay.
Know it.
Is it still around? Is Airborne still even around, or did they completely go under because of that?
No idea.
I think it's still around.
Because I think they had to do a giant like payoff.
Are you talking about the medicine?
Yeah,
the
like the
medication?
like the thing for like, yeah. You
Like-
know what I'm talking about? Like it's not a medication, but it's like a supplement.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like over the counter.
Yeah. I don't know anyone that takes it.
I used to take it all the time. It's like a fizzy orangey drink.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
gross.
It's like just filled with like vitamin C.
nasty.
I actually used to love it.
It's nasty.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had it. I don't know anyone that has.
You know what's weird? Do you have like something that you can't eat, or like you react really badly to it?
Olives.
Olives?
Really?
I despise.
Describe the reaction though, because I'm talking like it messes with your head.
Like I physically can't put them in my mouth.
Okay, that's not what I mean. Tom?
I don't know. I mean, spicy
mean you have
food
an
really
reaction?
screws me up. But like,
What
I
does?
eat
I
it
don't
like
know.
spicy
Whenever
foods.
I snort cocaine, dude. That,
No. What I mean is like it alters your like mood.
Oh.
Like like for me, whenever I eat Smarties,
I hate
I lose it. Like what are you doing? Stop. Whenever I eat Smarties, I completely like lose control over what's going on with my head. I suddenly start acting like I've just had like
What kind of Smarties are you eating?
cocaine laced with LSD.
Jesus
And like
Christ.
I lose my mind. Like suddenly I'm on like a bunch of speed and Molly at the same time, running around. I can taste colors.
That's weird.
Can you not taste colors?
What does purple
normally?
taste like?
Suddenly everything feels like I'm in Uncle Tommy's tickle basement. Or
What is purple taste like?
what does purple taste like?
Yeah.
Sadness.
It's spicy. No, not spicy.
Purple's
like
spicy?
no, purple is sharp. Like you're licking like a Velcro.
That's weird.
Really?
That sucks.
I just made that up. There's
Oh.
no basis in reality to that.
Okay.
But the other thing is emergency. Have you ever heard of emergency? Like it's
Oh, yeah,
EMERGEN-C.
Yes.
Yeah. Whenever I have that, I get really angry.
What is emergency?
I like.
A lot of people will
It's like
mix
airborne.
that and booze.
It's literally airborne. Why?
I don't know, because it's like all the benefits of getting drunk without like the
those count as like
dehydration effects.
are they like opiates or?
Well, why couldn't you just use orange juice, Tom?
I don't know. Some people are weird.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Well, they just want the medication, I guess too. Like,
It's not a medication though. I think it's literally just a bunch of like powdered vitamin C.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
It's
There must
really
be
gritty.
something else in it though to like maybe to keep it in like solid form, or I don't know what it is. But whenever I have emergency and I didn't have this problem with everyone, I get really really irritable.
Interesting.
Like things really start to annoy. So I just stopped having it when I was like, because you know me, I barely get sick. Like I have a great immune system.
Yeah.
So that's because I had like those like probiotic yogurts every single day, and I never
yeah.
get sick because of them.
probiotic yogurt.
Like Dan Active, that's a great one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chobani has a lot of
Chobani has that.
I don't like Chobani.
yeah. You don't?
Tivia has one. Like the little bottles.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
know
talking
you're
about? The
talking
tiny
Oh
ones.
yeah.
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 Do you remember? Were you ever a Danimals person?
No,
I was not a
Danimals are
Danimals person.
fire.
Oh, those were amazing. With,
Didn't
like,
they have the thing where you could like squeeze the yogurt cup?
Yeah.
And like the commercials,
I
they show
tried-
like the people like with their like fingers and like crushing their like heads from like
I
a
tried
distance.
those once and it got everywhere.
Zach and Cody from Sweet, like Zach and
Of
Cody
course
from
you
Sweet
wouldn't be
Life
able to
from Zach
handle
and
a
Cody were in
Danimals
all the
yogurt.
commercials for those.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah.
I was so jealous of them. Like I wanted to be on the Danimals commercial.
They also have like the little like the smoothie ones where you just like drink them.
Yeah.
I would always drink those in like one sip though. 'Cause
Yeah.
You just like
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
take like a
That's
shot of
the
that.
shape I'm talking about. Like they look like oh my god, remember
What
like
are they
those little
called?
barrel drink things? Like
Yeah,
they were those
those
toxic,
are gross.
disgusting.
Those are so
Like
gross.
it was made in a chemical like out of
like
chemical
the one
waste.
with
The
the
stuff that
top?
like
Yeah.
Inventus would toss in the river.
I feel like what those were just
or
like
no, the Foxborough
like you know
company
those
would
like
toss in
you
the
know those
river.
frozen push pops like the long ones. I feel like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
literally just like melted those just put into a.
Those are just popsicles.
Yeah.
Like, the company's called Popsicle.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
popsicles.
Yeah.
But
No,
they're-
but yeah.
I'm
It's
saying
like it's literally
it's just like the melted
food
It's
coloring.
just the liquid of that.
Yeah, food coloring, and, like sugar, and then like someone's armpit sweat.
They were literally nasty. Literally nasty.
Yeah.
Not just nasty, literally nasty.
What's inside a lava lamp?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
what were you saying?
I judge the hell out of people when I see them drinking those. Like,
How often do you see
Those
people
can't still be around. I can't
I
imagine. They're
swear
called
to God.
Huggies, aren't they called Huggies?
Huggies? I've literally never had one. But
I
I
just,
think I had one once because it's all they had. Like I was in like
I just remember
grade.
them.
I don't
but I
even
haven't
know
seen
where
them
to
in a
buy
while.
them. Are they in
It's
like
definitely like a
normal
Walmart
section?
type.
They're probably
item.
at
Yeah.
They're probably at like Walmart,
Like
BJ's.
Kmart, yeah.
I can see them at like BJ's or Costco.
Big lots.
Just have like a big
Big
pack of
Y.
them. Big Y.
Have you noticed there's a big pattern in the name? So they're either on Mart or a Big.
One time when I was really young, I woke up. I don't know if I told you this story before, but I was in my bedroom. I woke up one day and on my dresser there was just a big Y coin.
What?
And at the time I had never heard of Big Y, and I was like,
Wait, do you know how you got it?
no, that's
It
where
just appeared.
That's what I'm getting to. So this Big Y coin was just on my desk, and I'm like, where did this come from? Oh my god, it's like a magical Big Y coin. And I went to my parents. I'm like, I got a Big Y coin, and they're like, what? They probably just put it there to screw with me or something like that. But to this day, I have
Why
no
would
idea.
they do that though?
I have no idea. To this day, I have no idea. I was like, leprechauns, man. The leprechauns giving me Big Y coins.
Wait, hold on. There's a question we're clearly missing here. What do you do with a big Y coin?
Yeah.
I don't. It's probably like
What
some.
is that currency
I don't know. It's
useful
probably
for?
some Big Y coin. It was literally like a coin, like bigger than like a 50-cent coin. Like I'm saying, it's like bigger than a 50-cent coin.
What do you have there?
Big Y? You have a savings club card?
I have
Don't
a Big
pull out
Y
his wallet.
saving card.
Big Y Silver Savings Club card.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's just like it's probably what it is. It's just a coin. I have no idea, but like I treasured that coin. That was great.
Dom, you're the perfect mix of like country club and serial killer.
What's the difference?
You're like if Ted Bundy did nothing but wear polo shirts.
Oh, I just saw these polo shirts, but they're long sleeve polo shirts.
Oh
And
yeah.
they're so nice looking. Oh my god. It's like a sweater.
I've
mixed
not
with-
seen
It's
this.
like a sweater mixed between a polo shirt.
What'd they call the male romper? Remember when they came with
Romp
the male
him.
romper?
Romp
Romp
him.
him.
I really wanted one. I really wanted one. It's like romp her versus romp him.
But there's
Oh,
no
that's
H. there's no H in romper.
Romp 'em?
No, in
Oh
romper.
well, yeah, but
Yeah, no, I get
it's
it.
like a
but,
play on words.
I just can't believe they came up with that.
Like the
and then
top
chose
part-
to go through with it.
the top
'Cause
part.
That's like
Well,
a,
no, they did a GoFundMe. People paid.
But like marketing is a hard thing to get like the names out. You know what I mean? That means that like they had a board of executives who all agreed on romp him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good name. That's a very good
Romp
name
'em.
for that.
I'd wear it.
Romp him. I mean, you have to have the body for it.
Yeah.
It's not something that anyone can wear. You need to have very good legs.
That is true.
Very good legs.
Dom, you had nice legs.
Oh, thank you.
You do have nice legs.
Thank you.
And, oh, Dan,
Thank you.
Dan
Thank you,
cleaning
Dan.
up the set, something that I was supposed to do a long time ago.
Yeah, if you get rid of all the vape stuff all over it.
Dan.
Whoa!
Dan.
Keep it down.
Not appropriate. Dan, we don't talk about that stuff on our show. Dan.
We don't do drugs.
Dan, I can't believe you.
Get back in the closet.
I don't.
Big Y is really good seltzer. My dad. Just a
You?
little
Why do you
backstory.
always just drink seltzer?
Because
Just whenever-
seltzer.
Oh no, I agree with
What
him
I-
100%. No,
what I
Dom,
like about
yeah.
seltzer is, well, my family, we get like the big liter-sized bottles, and
Okay.
like we'll drink those at a time. So it's like a liter of fluid that we're drinking, and you can just refill the bottle, and it's a great way to stay hydrated. Even though I somehow find a way to get dehydrated like every day.
Do you ever
But-
have like minimal mineral water or like tonic water? That's gross, isn't it? Do you
Yeah,
like
I'm not
it?
a fan.
Have you ever heard of raw
I don't get
water?
it. What?
Have you ever heard of raw water?
Raw water, like
Yeah.
RAW?
Yeah.
As in like raw milk or raw meat.
It's RAW water. Raw water.
Like it comes from like
It's
a
basically
mineral
like
spring?
yeah. It's
That's
so-
what it is?
There's like a natural spring that they take it from where like and it's like naturally because like volcanic water.
Yeah, no, so
it's
it's
naturally
like mineral,
purified.
yeah.
And they call it raw water. It's like the healthiest water ever, and it's like this entire. It's basically what millennials drink for water.
Wait, the FDA's approved that?
Yeah, it's called raw water.
So two things either happen. It's definitely filtered in some way.
no,
It can't not be filtered.
that's false advertising. Then
The FDA would not approve it. There'd be rocks in it.
I promise you, it is literally what they
Dom,
do.
what do you think?
Raw water.
I mean, you can drink water from a spring, but the only issue is like like when it says like actual spring water, like it may be from a spring, but they do undergo like the process to get it pure. Because if you actually try,
you can't. Yeah, that's what they're
If
saying.
you-
That's what they're advertising with raw water. Is that it is the purest water, like the most natural pure. It's like literally just a millennial money farm because they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna go all like hipster on this.
I'm
and
gonna
get this-
have vegan water.
literally. Lele.
I don't know.
if-
I drink. Yeah. What? Sorry. What were we saying?
If you actually try that, like water straight from the spring, it tastes like just ass.
You know what makes good seltzer?
Yep.
Have you ever had the Wegmans like orange seltzer? Like I think you've seen me drink it once or twice before.
I've never actually been to Wegmans.
You've never been to Wegmans? Oh, what? Dan. Dan has walked downstairs
I'm
and
a serviceman, bro. Okay.
you really want on this crew, don't you, Dan?
It's actually
Dan
not a
has
bad
walked
idea.
down here with a walkie-talkie so that we can contact him if we need food or drink. He has the walkie-talkie attached to his belt. Keep in mind, he
No
is in.
belt.
What grade are you in,
Who do
Dan?
you think I am? Someone that
Dan,
wears
this is
belts
the
and not
cutest thing I've ever seen.
Did you call me cute?
Yes, this is so cute. he has an earpiece in.
Stop throwing stuff.
Stop throwing stuff.
Our
She-
security man has decided to shoot up the
Ben,
studio.
Ben,
No, you don't want my service.
Ben,
Oh,
can you
okay.
escort?
No, I do want your
Ben,
service.
can you
That's
escort
fine,
Dan out of the studio, please?
Your face. I guess I. Oh!
Oh my god.
Researcher's taking him down.
We'll call you if we need you, bud.
Oh no.
Oh, lights out.
Oh no.
How does this work?
Did he just scream?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in need of something.
Hey, hold on.
on,
Let me do it.
How does this work?
I don't think he's hearing us. He must have not set it up properly.
This is home base.
It's
Over.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie. Over. How does this work?
This is
Are
Officer
you on the right
Fitch.
channel?
No longer a part of your services.
Then why are you using the walkie-talkie?
Hold on. Is this working? Over. Shh. I don't think it's working.
Let's move on. Let's move. Shut it off.
Take her down.
Let's just tango down.
We'll get him next time.
How long do we have you until Dom? I forget.
I don't know. Because I have a gig I have to go to. I'm going to leave my house at 6. I'm playing at a church in Rhode Island if y'all want to come, even though this is definitely going to get posted after the gig.
Oh, you're offering to the audience that they
Yeah.
go.
Come on down to the gig.
Yeah,
Dan,
if not,
stop.
you can see me at Bethany Church tomorrow blowing my fucking face off for God. It's a classic concert
Church.
I call blowing my face off for God.
Oh, we got Dominico's dad coming in. Let's
Yes.
have him on the
Ooh.
podcast. Put it on speaker.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say something racist.
Okay, so much has occurred. First of all, we were goofing off with Dan with the walkie-talkie. What the heck was that? That was one of those pop explosions. Okay, so I'm not worried about that. Well, anyway, what had happened is our researcher has removed Dan from the room and barred the door with a wooden plank, oh my god, stop, hinged under the door handle. He managed to reach in with a metal
like
bar
nothing in
through the cat door and knock over the wooden plank to break back in.
There you go.
But anyway, what I had to say is, you know, with walkie-talkies, saying over and out makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because out is how you end a conversation. Saying over and out, over is how you end a line, out is how you end the conversation entirely. So over and out doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, just say out.
Well, no,
Right?
because
Or
you
just
say over because you ended the line, and then out because you're
No,
completely done.
you should just say out. That's protocol.
Really?
Why people
But
say
how
out
do you,
now?
Because people don't understand anything.
But I feel like
It
common,
should mean the same thing anyway though.
Yeah.
Because
I
you're
feel
still
like
saying
it's-
over to finish it, and then what if you don't know you're gonna be done, so you say over.
I'm just telling you how it's supposed to be operated is you say out. Out implies over and out.
But
So
I
why
feel
can't
like
That's
you
what
just,
out
so you should be able to
contains.
say over and out too then?
No,
Because if it
because
implies
that's
it-
like saying bye and hello and bye.
No, because you don't say hello.
No, it's redundant.
I feel like
Doesn't
that's-
mean you can't do
that's
it.
like using
Yeah, but
like
it sounds stupid.
the incorrect parentheses though, like in a sentence. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? No. Okay. Or like in math, where like you use the wrong parenthesis. I don't know.
No, that's like, okay, so you have a comma, that's over, right?
Yeah.
You have an out, that's the period, right? To
Right.
say over and out is like putting a comma and a period next to it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Even though.
So you said you have a funny story for us?
Oh yeah, so when my dad just called, he was asking what time I'm playing tonight, and I told him that the service starts at 7:30, and he proceeded to ask if it was a Passover mass, even though it's a
It's
Catholic
Jewish.
church. And it's
It is Passover,
Easter
though.
vigil.
It
Oh,
is,
yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
it's like
Do they-
not Jewish.
Does it always line up with Easter?
I think so.
Does it?
I think it's the same. It starts the same day as Good Friday. I think. It's for 8 days.
Okay.
Researcher? Or do we not care enough? Oh, we were asking if you can figure out if Passover always lines up in a certain way with Easter.
Like, when does Passover start every year?
Because we're really out of topics at this point.
Yeah.
Well, geocaching.
Oh, we could talk about geocaching. I was heavily disappointed by something called geocaching. You may have heard of it. It's basically there are certain programs that allow you to figure out where other people have hidden geocaches, which are like tiny little Tupperwares that contain like a coin or something stupid
they
inside.
They're
usually disappointing.
I found one, and what they have is these rolls of paper, and you just write your name on it.
Yeah,
and
you're
when
supposed to
you
like
found
it's like
it.
a logbook.
Yeah, and you can.
But they
tell
don't
where you
all.
found
They
it.
usually are supposed to have something to trade.
Well, no one.
in
But the thing
there.
is, once the first person finds it, it's gonna be gone. So.
Well, usually I guess what a lot of people do is they'll check up on them.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then like restock them. So I was thinking about doing it. And I'm like, wow, this is like Indiana Jones, but stupid. So like I didn't. But like I guess there is a huge like sect of people who are super into geocaching.
Yeah.
From what I found out.
I think it's dumb.
I've never even heard of it before today.
Yeah. No, it's like a treasure hunt, except like really dumb.
Interesting.
All right.
I mean, I like the idea. It's not well
Yeah.
done.
Well, we can probably finish up here then. It doesn't have to be full out. We don't really got much time. We can close her out.
Okay. Yeah. Do you gotta go soon?
I mean, I kind of just extended till whenever.
Well, whatever. We don't have much to talk about anyway. We can close
Okay.
her out. Close her out. So question of the day. We gotta think of a question of the day.
Question of the day.
What was the odd job?
The odd job.
The odd job was the thing with the car.
Oh, you're
When
right.
you do
Yeah.
the odd job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Would you have gotten in the car? would you have gotten in the rape mobile?
Basically. And all right. Well, remember Gelato Fiasco. Every day is a new flavor.
Every day is a new flavor. Today's flavor is Moose Tracks. Did we already do
we
Moose
already
Tracks?
did Moose Tracks.
No, I wanted to do Moose Tracks,
No,
and you said we couldn't
already
do
did
Moose Tracks one day.
We already did Moose Tracks.
We've done Moose Tracks multiple
Yes, we
times.
have.
Hey, Mrs. Pottey, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Pistachio. Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip?
Jesus Christ.
That's unoriginal.
It's too bland. It's
No,
too
we didn't do Moose Tracks. We did Dinosaur
No,
Tracks.
we did Moose Tracks.
Dinosaur Tracks. What's
I-
Dinosaur
Rocky
Tracks?
Road.
I swear to God, we did Moose Tracks. But
You've
whatever.
never heard of Dinosaur Tracks? I
No.
thought that was a thing at Crescent Ridge.
You didn't know
No,
what
we
it
just
was
have
until I
Moose
explained
Tracks.
You explained it to
it.
me?
Yes, I explained it to you on this show.
Okay. Well, I'd heard of it, but I didn't know what was in it.
Well, anyway, regardless,
Flavor of the day is
chocolate chip. I guess.
bleach.
Bleach.
Bleach flavored ice cream.
Tide Pods.
Tide Pod. Well, that's over. So we'll just go back to bleach.
Okay.
That meme's dead. Okay, and with that, we're out.